I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000+ creators and startups, 2 creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. $7K in 7 days for creators and CEOs, and an experience with me, Katrina Julia, behind the scenes where I take you through the workbook, so I'm guiding you along the way. And if you're listening to this on my YouTube and or my podcast, then you're experiencing the preview of 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days and the workbook. So this is designed to both meet you where you are and stretch you to your next level. So this workbook and this experience will help you make money over and over and over. I invite you to revisit this weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually, or however you see fit. My vision is to help over 1 million women entrepreneurs create over $100,000 to $1 million annually all over the world with freedom and ease. Once we reach 1 million women entrepreneurs, my vision is to help 1 billion women entrepreneurs reach over $100,000 to $1 million annually all around the world. You are here for a purpose. You are one of them. You are me. I am you. You matter, and you are worthy. So the contents of the workbook and the experience include meeting me, Katrina Julia, because this might be your first time connecting with me. So welcome, and let's create it. I'm going to give you some more behind the scenes and some insights in just a sec. The table of contents, the 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days, and your 3 actions to create it every step of the way. So who am I? I'm Katrina Julia. I'm a multi-passionate creator, entrepreneur, athlete, creator, and CEO of Create It. I have an MBA, a CPA, experience in 7+ industries in strategy, finance, marketing, operations. Yes, I know, crazy. I've created and connected with over 7,000+ creators and NBC, Google, Airbnb, ConocoPhillips, Victoria's Secret, Herbalife Nutrition, AICPA, just to name a few, through this limitless adventure of life. I've experienced transformation from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, devaluing to purity, lies to love, pain to purpose, and bondage to freedom. I love helping creators and CEOs who crave creating community and cash, create it like a boss. You can connect with me on deeper levels at www.bit.ly/create it like a boss. The link in the show notes if you're listening to the preview on the show, and fitlifecreation.com/creator. So 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days. So 1, I'm going to be giving you different examples and insights, but I'm also going to break it down into offers, meaning within price points, there may be multiple offers too. So for example, one offer that I'm sharing that you can make 7K in 7 days, which literally just happened to me this past week, is 7,000. So obviously 7,000 plus, because obviously some offers may be 10K, maybe 12K, maybe 25K, maybe, 35K, etc. Right? For like an annual mastermind. But what we're talking about here is, in essence, potentially a $7,000, maybe one-off, maybe it's a monthly project. It is your freedom to create it with what feels aligned for you and what is stretching you too, because I want to invite you to stretch yourself. So one offer at 7,000 will get you there. So that's the way I segmented it in the workbook. It's the offer plus the amount sold, to people that you are impacting. 2 brands that you are impacting, 2 communities you are impacting. The second one, 3,500 times 2. Third one, 1,000 times 7. Fourth one, 500 at 14. Fifth one, 250 at 28. The sixth one, 140 at 50. The seventh one, $70 at 100. So there you have it. Now let's go into, for each of the 7 ways to make it 7K in 7 days, I will share insights into the offer, the examples, and your 3 next steps to create it. So I'm setting the tone, and then I'm going to give you an example for those of you on the show, and this is where we will pause for you of the 7K. The 7K offer, a powerful way to reach 7,000 in 7 days, is to create one offer, an offer to many, and or aim for a minimum of 1 sale. This may be consulting ongoing, brand collaborations, retreats, and or a mastermind day. And then I give several examples that are also in the workbook, as well as you can find on my bit.ly/create it like a boss, and or you can see it via my fitlifecreation.com/retreats, my brand engagements like transformation management or influencer management, or the fractional CMO like a boss. So your next 3 steps to create it is, number 1, identify the type of service or offer. Number 2, ask ChatGPT to outline a $7,000 offer based on ABC 1, 2, 3. Number 3, find example sales pages like in Kajabi. So some of my examples here, like I showcased, include like a CMO or a CFO type ongoing advisor, social media and or influencer marketing management. Speaking engagements are amazing for this, for 7K and beyond. Speaking and retreats and co-living. So for those of you that are continuing on with me on this journey, you're going to see in the workbook, you have 7K offer notes, what examples you found, your next 3 steps to create it. Now becomes even more of the fun stuff. This is where you start to think about, how will you get visible? How will people find your offer? So what are 3 promos to create it? So you may want to consider your top 3 platforms. So are your top 3 platforms Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, etc. Face-to-face, in different circles of influence that you present in, that you're a part of, communities that you're a part of, networks that you're part of, and or methods. So that could also be, you might have a podcast, you might have a blog. You might identify your top 3 channels. You might decide, I'm going to do influencer marketing. You might decide you're going to co-launch. Like I gave an example on one of my last episodes, and I'll share it here, is when I connected with the Wealthy Woman Bundle for Black Friday, I immediately thought, oh, this would be a fantastic way for me to get a ton of emails in one shot, share something I already offer, and increase my audience astronomically. So that's like a co-launch potentially, right? And then that's something I also invite people to do within the Create It Summit. Sponsorships. Sponsorships could be where, I'm not just talking about for the creators here, I'm not just talking about sponsorships where they sponsor your content. No. I'm talking about sponsors that might sponsor your event, sponsors that might sponsor your live event, your in real life event. Your live event online, your live event in real life, your retreat, your co-launch with you, or it might be a hybrid opportunity to do both. So what are your next 3 promos to create it? Consider how you may use ClickUp, which is amazing for project management. And in my ongoing experience with 7 ways to make 7K on the 6+ months, you get templates. That's one of the bonuses. You get templates with ClickUp as well. And you may want to consider Kajabi. You may want to consider ChatGPT, IO tools. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel, so you create a life and business already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, are influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.